Alrighty, what's going on, Revenant? So I'm just gonna go through, watch your replay here, and I'm gonna kind of pick it apart, see what I think you should be doing and what I think you could improve upon. And I believe you're a champ, so I'm gonna really try to pick it apart to the best of my abilities and see if we can get you a little bit higher through those ranks. But yeah, here we go. Right off of the bat, we got you with the kickoff. Okay, so right here, I know it was a good kickoff. I just want to make sure that you know a really solid kickoff. So overall, your goals here. I'm gonna put my phone on silence here. There we go. All right, so right off of the bat, we're gonna watch to make sure that you. Okay, so you jump a little bit late. So we're gonna get you a little bit closer here. Alright, so we're gonna put you in fly cam here. So right here. Oh, that's the wrong person. Alright, so right here. You're always gonna want to jump like right on this line here whenever you can. If you jump like right here, you're gonna be a little too low on that ball, and if you jump too early, then it's gonna be a heck of a 50 if you win that sucker. But just so you know, you always want to try and jump on that little outside ring here. I would probably say jump before the gray bit if you can. But yeah, and then you're always going to want to try and hit that ball center, or as center as you can. Because I did notice you kind of got on the right side and shoved it left. And that would be a really good kickoff if you were trying to lose it to the left side. And that is a very valid technique that you can get used to, just losing kickoff on purpose. I would say only really try to lose the kickoff on purpose if your teammate calls it out, like getting boost or something like that, and really understanding which way that your teammate is going to go grab boost, and you can really capitalize on your teammate getting boost and then throwing that ball towards their net, you know. But yeah, off to the left side, your teammate's already on that. Good challenge there. I like how you avoided the boost on that one. And you got a goal. Let's go, baby. Right off of the bat. That's what we like to see. And you get kickoff again. And then again, I think you jump a little bit late, but that's okay. We already went over that bad boy. And I do want to talk about this right here. So you got the boost. I think you just misflipped and it kind of threw you off a little bit. Yeah, so just a misflip and then you kind of go up the wall there. So I would just say if... Okay, here. Okay, so I got a couple of things that I want to say on this little bit right here. So you get the kickoff and then the misflip, which is fine. And then you go get the boost, which is something that I would do as well. But instead of flipping to the left, I think you could flip to the right and kind of run along the wall and then see if you can rotate around back post there. But you get the boost here, and then, okay, so you're falling off of the wall here, right? You kind of see everything that's going on. You don't know where the second orange guy is, though. So what I would personally do on this one, so you see that Juice is approaching the ball, but you also have Yamurg. I think that's his name. Don't quote me on that, though. He's already on the ball as well. So you can probably expect a 50 or... I mean, well, Yamurg is also pretty close to the ball, so there's a solid chance that he might get a touch of it. But I'm pretty sure Juice also has a bit of momentum coming into this play. So you could probably expect a 50 or Juice beating Yamurg if I were to take a guess, but I'm not too sure. So if you want to, so instead of rotating around into the play here, what you can do is trust your teammate and we'll find you again. Alright, so you're right here, and so instead of rotating into the play like this, because you'll already have Yamurg, and if your teammate Juice loses the 50 here, then that's going to put you guys in a really bad position. So what I would do here, instead of rotating into the play, you just rotate around like this. Rotate around and probably end about like right here or so. That way it'll end up putting you in a better defensive position. And the only way to win games is to not get scored on, right? So if you don't get scored on, you're not going to lose. So it's always really nice to adapt that super defensive mindset. But you need to also find a right balance between playing defensive and playing offensive. But that just takes a little bit of time. And hopefully I can kind of make some points on how you could improve the defensive and offensive mindset and everything, but that definitely comes with just some gameplay, I guess, just playing this game. But yeah, so you rotate around in the play. You get the bump, which is really good though. That kind of really helps the situation. And I also, so normally I wouldn't comment on this, but I think you're champ, so we're just gonna try to make you as good as possible here. So so you get the carry on the wall, and then you jump right here. As tough as it is to see, you do end up jumping right here. And I believe that you're trying to go for a beat on Yamurg, who is also on the wall with you. But instead of just going for the beat, just because you're in the corner, if you get a 50, this ball is safe. If you get a really good 50 and you 50 that sucker into the wall again, you're totally safe. You have your teammate behind you. He's ready to go. But you also have Scammer. So if your teammate ends up beating Scammer while you get that 50, that's an open net right there. So instead of jumping right here, it's a little bit of an awkward position. I do want to put that out there. So, I mean, it's tough to figure out what you're supposed to do in this situation. But for me personally, I think if you just take the 50, then you're totally okay. But you took the 50 after you jumped on the wall, and I think you were going for a B, but you got sucked back onto the wall. So it ended up kind of defeating the purpose there. But in that situation, I would definitely say try and go for a 50 without jump or anything. Just make sure that you get that final jump when you're going for the initial challenge. But right here, that was great. That was fantastic. And then, all right, perfect. You go and grab the boost. Love to see it. Good speed. I like it. So I do like your speed here, but I also want to say, let's see. All right. So you see this right here. All right. No one is going to get a touch on that ball, if I were to take a guess. So you see Scammer and your teammate both going for that boost. You see that your teammate has that boost. And so if you just hope that your teammate has a brain, which is very rare, but it does happen sometimes. So if you just hope that your teammate has a brain, what you can do is you can stay grounded on this one and wait for it to kind of get a little bit more central, so then you can pop a shot, because you have, let's see, let's go into fly. So we got these two bad boys right here on this boost. Your teammate has the boost, and then you have Yamurg going for your back boost here. So Yamurg is going to be out of the play for so long, it's not even funny. So if you wanted to, you could actually just pop a shot. Like if you got the angle, you could definitely score that, because Scammer has 0 boost right now. Your teammate has full boost. So even if you miss, your teammate would probably be able to follow it up, or you would follow it up or something. Or Juice would bump Scammer. I don't even know. But, yeah, you could totally score this if you really wanted to. I would say just really try to analyze the play as to like what exactly is going on. And if you can see opportunities, then you should absolutely take those bad boys. But yeah, for that one, I would just kind of just look, see what's going on with your teammate and the other team there. We'll rewind it just so then you can see what I'm talking about once again. So you got 2 of those bad boys. You got Yamurg. I don't even know. Yamurg is going out of the play. You got Juice and Scammer on top of each other. So if you just play it like it's just gonna bounce out, you could honestly just pop a shot. What I would personally do here is Okay, you see both of those guys grabbing the boost. We're gonna enter fly, so I would just stay grounded, kind of loop around, and it's gonna land probably like right about here. Yeah, so it would have landed like right here. So, and then Scammer, he was pretty close to the ball. So if you can kind of loop around and then kind of rotate your car with your air roll, that'll kind of open the shot just a little bit more for you. And you would probably be able to get enough power just so then Scammer wouldn't be able to get back to it. But even if he could get back to it, I honestly think Juice and yourself would probably have him beat. So I think you would actually be able to score that. But yeah, we'll keep going. We'll keep her chugging right along here. And I like your positioning on that one. Your teammate just got an unexpected pinch. It kind of, there's no way to expect those, honestly. Good positioning. I like it. You're taking your time here. That's okay. Teammate gets a bad touch. That's fine. Good follow through. I like that follow through a lot. Okay, let's see how this would be preventable here. So let's see. So we got Juice in the back corner. He goes for a 50, misses the 50. It kind of puts you in a bad position. Let's see. So I'm going to rewatch this. I want to see if we can really see if there is something that you could have done to prevent this. If I were to take a guess, honestly, I don't think you needed to flip on this. If you wanted to double jump, you would probably be able to beat him. But the flip, you ended up slowing down on this bad boy. So if you just double jump like right here, right where you're flipping actually, if you double jump in this position, you would probably be able to get a touch and knock it outside past your Merg and over to your teammate who is already on the wall kind of waiting for a touch there. And then let's see. So if you got that touch, it would kind of throw him out of the play. Your teammate would be on that ball, and then he would probably end up having to get a 50 with Scammer. But by the time Scammer would end up getting a touch on that ball, you would probably be grabbing boost here or whatever, just grabbing some pads, rotate around net, and be ready for that 50 there. But yeah, it's primarily on your teammate there just because he shouldn't have challenged in the corner like that. But it's always best to assume that your teammate is not quite the greatest at this game, but you know, it's okay. It's all good. We're chilling, and they end up getting a goal out of this, and that's fine. It's 2-2. We're still kicking. We're rocking this out here. Overall, great gameplay. I really like how you're playing. But I do want to comment on your cheat here. So what I normally do is I'll just kind of give it a flip into the ball here. So what I would like to see out of you is, alright, so we'll play it until they're about to get the 50. Alright, so this is great because you got a good visual of like what exactly is going on. Your teammate looks like he's going for a delayed kickoff or something. And it's probably best that you were cheating far back, but normally you wouldn't want to cheat this far back. And I'm kind of surprised that your Merg is all the way in his net as well. But normally what I do is I'll cheat up until about like right here or so. That way you have a good distance between the ball and the like if you were to if your teammate ended up losing this, then you would be able to kind of loop around and then be able to save it or something like that. And if your teammate wins it in this position, you could still possibly end up beating Yamurg to that ball. And then if it's dead center, it is a perfect 50. You're absolutely getting a piece of that, and you could probably throw a shot on net there. But I just wanted to point that out. But it's probably best that you did end up cheating so far back there just because you ended up losing. And then we'll see how this is preventable here. Alright. So you go for boost here, and it's kind of an awkward bounce there. So it's a little bit of a tricky one here. But if you, I mean, what I think you could have done here, instead of going for that boost, you could probably just beat Scammer to this ball, because it's going to be an awkward bounce right here. And by the time you're in that corner there, you could probably be like right here or so, and you could read that ball really easily, because you're going to get that bounce, you're going to beat Scammer to that ball, and you have sufficient boost in order to get a touch on this one and possibly follow it up there. And it would buy your teammate a little bit of time there. He's off getting boost over there. So, I mean, if you're running up the right side there, then your teammate would probably end up giving you a pass to the left, and you would probably be able to get a pass off that way. But you never know with teammates these days, I tell you what, man. But yeah, just for future reference, always try to get a touch on the ball. But yeah, all good, all good. It happens to the best of us. It really does. It really does. That boost does look mighty fine sometimes. Good fake kickoff. And it worked out flawlessly. That was a very good fake kickoff. That was flawless. Nice, good kickoff. So for challenging this bad boy, I know the video's it's probably gonna be a little bit long, just because I'm really trying to pick apart your gameplay, making sure that you get that GC, baby. But so right here, it's definitely an opportunity for a 50-50. So what you could do is you could really just wait on that back wall there that you jumped off of. So you get that 50. You see Scammer, he's gonna go get boost. So instead of jumping right here, what I personally would do is I would wait just a little bit, ride that wall up while you're boosting. It makes it a little bit easier on the mechanics, and then it's a lot quicker to just ride up the wall instead of just jumping off like that. And I believe you ended up jumping off a little bit low as well. And so Scammer does end up getting a touch on that, but it throws it right to your teammate, so that's okay. But yeah, just for future reference, just try and play patiently, because you don't want to throw yourself out of the play too much to the point where it throws your teammate into 2v1 here. But yeah, just for future reference, I would say wall bound there, but that's a-okay because your teammate got a touch on that one. And so I don't know why your teammate followed you on that one, honestly, because he should definitely be able to just see and hear you on that. But so if your teammate does have a brain, which it'll eventually happen, right? That's our only hope. But so what I would do here, alright, is so you see no one is on this ball here, so you can really take your time and really go for multiple touches on this bad boy. So instead of jumping right there, you could honestly, I mean, I wouldn't say that jumping is a bad thing, but you also want to play for possession, right? So I think jumping, it could be used to be beneficial, right? I would say the jump, it can be validated there. If you can play for multiple touches, like you touch it very lightly and then you land on that left wall, I'll try and show you what I'm talking about here. So you're on the wall with your teammate. I have no idea why he's there, but that's whatever. So if you jumped and you ended up getting a touch on this, and then you kind of hope that you get a light enough touch that you can land on this wall and then get another touch, you would have both of these guys beat. But yeah, I mean, it does add pressure. I'm not even going to act like it doesn't. It does add pressure when your teammate is on that with you, and there is no reason why he should be there too. It really just makes this whole situation confusing. But if your teammate wasn't there, I would definitely try to slow play that while your teammate gets boost or whatever the heck he's going to end up doing. Because if you slow play, you could really lure Yamurg in. And possibly Scammer too if he's a no-brainer. But Yamurg is going backwards for some reason. But, yeah. I would definitely say always try to play for possession and getting those multiple touches on that ball. But, you know, with your teammate on the backboard with you, it really does complicate things a little bit more than it normally would. But, yeah, we'll just toss you back in your body here. Good bump. Teammate's going for multiple touches, I would assume. Tosses it to the corner. Okay, so right here, I want to make sure that you are aware of this really quick. All right, so you get the bumps, all that good stuff, and you end up waiting for the boost back here. So personally, I wouldn't wait for that back boost just because it doesn't allow for any goal scoring opportunities for you guys. I know I say to be defensive, but again, once you play this game like a heck of a lot and you really understand like what you're supposed to do and everything, I would definitely say instead of waiting for this back boost here, collect these pads. There's so many pads, you could just honestly just collect all of these bad boys, and then I would wait just like right here. It's probably going to end up either getting tossed this way or it's going to get tossed backwards. Either way, if you're sitting like right here or so, you'll be able, oh my goodness, I can't talk. You'll be able to wait for that center if it does go center, or you can just rotate back and be defensive right there. But in this case, I'm sure it goes corner. I'm pretty sure Yomurg is probably going to grab the boost and toss it back this way, more towards your direction there. But if Juice did end up getting a really good touch on that, there's a solid chance you'll be able to score that. But we'll keep her going here. All right, so it's still kind of in your possession. All right, that's lost possession there. All right, so right here. So I think this is definitely something that is curable with ones. I used to overcommit like this like crazy when I was like in champ and stuff. And once I stopped overcommitting like this, I ended up skyrocketing like a mother trucker. I tell you what. But so I'm gonna really try to tell you when you should challenge on this bad boy. So you see that I think this is Scammer. Scammer has the ball on top of his car right now, and you see that Juice is in your sight here. So typically challenging on this, I would definitely say no, just because it's already on his car. If you challenge, it's going right over top of you. He's gonna definitely smell you coming. He can smell the Gatorade or Mountain Dew flowing through your bloodstream right now, and he's like, oh man, I gotta flick this bad boy so bad. And so I would typically say go for a fake challenge on this. And just because it is on top of his car, there's a solid chance that he's not going to be able to see you because the ball is blocking his view here. So what I would do is I would get to about like this distance away, and then I would fake challenge and then rotate about like right here. Rotate around back post always whenever you can. And so with doing that, it'll definitely end up causing him to flick, hopefully. With this rank, I'm absolutely certain that he will end up flicking with a fake challenge like that. But you're also going to have to take in consideration that he's boosting right now, and he's ready to flick it whenever he can. So you definitely keep that in mind, and definitely keep his speed in mind. That's always huge to be aware of. But he ends up getting a flick there. Your teammate gets a demo. Very good demo by your teammate. Okay, so right here, I would definitely say not to go for a challenge on this one. And I only say that because your teammate is already in front of you. He can't see you. He doesn't have eyes on the back of his head, unfortunately. I really wish teammates did. That would be so cool. But even if your teammate has no boost, which I'm pretty sure is the reason why you went. I'm pretty sure he's 0 right now. But you see that your teammate's already turning on that, and he cannot see you. So whenever you see your teammate turn like that, I would definitely say just back off. Let your teammate have it. But ends up kind of throwing it away there, unfortunately. And then good demo. Leaves the ball for your teammate. Love to see it. I think that's a good challenge as well. Even though it was in... What is your teammate doing? My man was going for the clip, bro. He was going for the clip. We'll keep going. That was cursed. And I like your idea on this one. I really do. Even though you didn't end up getting the bump, getting used to going for bumps like this is huge. If you can get a bump without screwing over your teammate, you see that scammer is last man back. So you're like, oh, dude, let's get a bump. My teammate's gonna go and get that goal, baby. I can respect that. You know, I really can. But in this circumstance, just because you're 0 boost and you see that scammer has the 100 boost, there's not a whole lot of opportunity that you're gonna end up being able to get a touch on that. And then let's see. So you get the kickoff here. I just want to double check where your teammate is cheating here. So, your teammate is not cheating at all actually. So that ends up kind of ruining the play, unfortunately. But if your teammate was cheating, I really do think that would be a solid play. But it's always good to know what your teammates do and don't do. So if you notice, oh, my teammate never cheats, I would definitely say don't go for a bump. I would just go grab this boost, rotate around back. Even if that gives Scammer full possession, your teammate's going to be back. He's probably going to be able to make a save. And by you getting this boost right here, you'll be able to rotate back as well and possibly be ready for a shot or anything like that. It really shouldn't be too scary, but your teammate definitely should be cheating on those. I won't even lie to you. But again, I really do like the bump attempt there. Alright, so right here, your teammate really didn't get a preferable touch here. I won't even lie to you. He kind of knocks it out. He knocks it out mid, 100%. But what I personally would do is I would just challenge this sucker head on. By you challenging head on, like right here, full boost, you know, get a jump in there, you can block that whole net. So let's see. So if you are right here, right? So we're going to get the touch. All right. So he's going in for a touch right here. You have this whole sucker blocked. If you were like, oh, that's actually really cool. He got you like fading. But if you were like right here on that ball by the time he gets it, you got this whole sucker blocked, right? I wish I could like kind of put a car here just to show you like what you could expect if you were on this ball right here, but I think you kind of get the gist. If you just challenge that like right away, he's not gonna have a goal to shoot at. You know, you're gonna be there blocking all the possibilities, and then he ends up slipping it bottom left, but that's all right. Only 3-5, definitely could come back for sure. Never mind, that's a 4-5 right there. Alright, it looks like we are goalless for the rest of the game, but I'm just going to really make sure that I can show you challenges and rotation, all that good stuff. Way to bring it corner, love to see it. Always play for a second touch as well. I feel like if you can always play for a second or third touch, that's very, very beneficial. Alright, nice, nice. Unlucky there. Again, I think it's just the getting multiple touches on that ball. Really play for possession. And then right here, I do want to pause right here. Alright, so we're just going to watch a rotation back here. You go for the back boost. I can totally respect that. The other team has full possession. They get a lobber. You see your teammate jump on that bad boy, so I would definitely stay grounded. because with your teammate going up, you can really decide whether or not your teammate is going to hit that ball, and then you're going to be able to follow it up. Or if he misses it, you will end up being able to get the save regardless. But your teammate gets the touch, so I would definitely stay grounded on that one. And your teammate's on that one. A little bit of panic, but that's okay. And then right here, you end up throwing the ball right back to him. Again, I would say really focus on keeping possession on that bad boy. So if we just rewind, we're going to watch positions here. So you see that you got Yamurk over here. He's not going to be a threat at all. And then you also have Scammer. He's backwards, so he's just going to be shadowing if I were to take a guess. So if you could just really take possession of this game here, really buy Juice some time, because if you end up flipping into that ball and you get a ground hit, that's not really going to be preferable for you. It's going to be a heck of a defensive play by you guys, but yeah, so I would definitely say really try to control it, get that dribble game going, all that good stuff, and once Scammer decides, hey, I'm going to challenge, or if Yamurk ends up cutting in rotation there, then you can definitely just flick it over him and possibly get it to backboard and double it or something. But it opens up a lot of possibilities just taking control of the play like that. So I would definitely just really try to see positions, all that good stuff. And I do understand it's hard to see while you're in the play like that. But once you adapt and see, oh, I could totally control this, then you're going to be skyrocketing through the ranks. I tell you what. But you end up throwing it right back over there. You get a touch on it, get the save, but that's all good. Your teammate kind of puts you in a wacky position here. Again, I don't think you needed to jump on this bad boy. There we go. Okay, so you got Scammer. He's off of the wall. Juice is going to leave you the ball. And then you also know that you're the other guy here. Totally forgot his name. Yamurk, he's got a little bit of distance, right? So you could totally take control of this play. Instead of jumping here, you could go for another dribble play and flick it off to the left wall. That way, hopefully, Yamurk will end up challenging. But in the higher ranks, he'll probably just shadow. And Scammer, he's still going to be out of the play there. So you have so much time. A lot more time than what I believe you thought you had. So really, really focus on analyzing that play there. But, yeah, we'll just hop back into it. Yeah, so your Merc was going to challenge. So if you control it and you end up getting a flick on him, he's definitely not going to be able to get a touch on that bad boy. Good demo, though. I like that demo. And then I do want to say something about the rotation here. I know I'm being really picky, but we're definitely going to try and get you to GC here. So you get the boost here, right? But you also see the Scammer's on the ball still, and it could definitely be able to... It could still be a threat. So you have Juice in the corner. Alrighty, I apologize about that. My disk space ended up running out, so I'm just going to continue like normal here. And so what I was talking about previously is, so your rotation here, we're just going to toss you in fly cam really quick. So you are rotating towards the play like this, but Scammer definitely does have an opportunity to get a touch on this, even if it doesn't look like it right here. I would definitely say rotate around right here, grab these pads. I know you're 100 boost, so you really don't need to worry about the pads actually, but you can just wait right here. Juice is definitely going to end up getting a touch on this, and it might end up hitting Scammer. Who really knows? But by being positioned like right here, you're really not going to have to worry about getting scored on. Scammer is probably 0 boost. Yamurk is all the way back. So if it tosses out mid, you can definitely just take control of the game here and possibly end up getting a goal out of it. But who really knows? We're going to toss you back into your body just like this. Alright, so he kind of tosses it right. And let's see, weird bounce unfortunately. That was a good pass. Your teammate's not there. Unfortunate. Alright, so this bad boy does end up getting behind you just a little bit here, so I'm just going to double check. Alright, so right here, you see that Scammer ends up getting a touch on it. So right here, you see that Scammer is going to get a touch on it, like even before the play even happens here. We'll rewind just a little bit. You see an opportunity, you see that Ymir gets bumped, and I think that definitely lures you in just a little bit more. But you also see that Scammer's right there. He's already jumping for it. He's going to get a touch, and then it kind of gets a slower rotation, so it ends up getting behind you just a little bit easier. And you're on it, you get a touch. And I would really be careful of those panic touches as well. And then I think you cheated up just a little bit too close on that, but I think we already covered that. Alright, and that is game right there. But yeah, just to sum everything up here, so I would definitely worry about your positioning when you're on offense. It did end up kind of getting thrown behind you every now and then. And, you know, sometimes that's okay, but a lot of the time if it gets over you, it could definitely lead into a goal. So I'll definitely keep that on your radar there. And then let's see. So your cheats as well. For the most part, your cheats were pretty good. But I would definitely say just to cheat up until about that last boost. Here, I'll show you which boost I'm talking about, just so then it's in your head. So if you're cheating up right here, you could grab this bad boy, and then I would probably just wait about right here. So probably just in between these two right here, these two boosts. We got boost 1 and boost 2. So if you wanted to, you could just wait in the middle of those, or just play a little bit more defensive. Unless if you're very, very confident in your teammates' kickoffs, then you can cheat up super close. But for the majority, you're probably just gonna kind of lay back just a little bit, you know. But yeah, overall, great gameplay. I think you definitely have potential to hit GC. And I think that's really good stuff. You had a lot of good decision making, and you really do seem like you could progress quite a bit, you know. So I would definitely just really focus on trying to incorporate all of these things into your gameplay, all that good stuff. And yeah, I am really excited to see your progression, all that good stuff. And if you do have any questions about what exactly I'm talking about here, feel free to DM me. You got me on Discord. And I'll see if I can find you some training packs to work on getting several touches as well. There is an air dribble workshop that I like to use, and it's really kind of helped me adapt to getting multiple touches on the ball in midair and all that good stuff. And I'm sure you already have the dribble challenge if you're on Steam, but if you don't, I'll still give you a link to that bad boy. That definitely improves ground game and really makes you analyze what is going on around you while you're trying to dribble, all that good stuff. So yeah, overall good stuff, and I'll make sure to send this right over to you, man. Peace.